Hi guys, we're back. So I got an email from Mr. Giroux, who is awesome and has this great website that will actually allow you guys to play with circuits, which I'm totally excited about because I want you guys to play. But one of the things I noticed on it is that I didn't tell you about is that it has resistors. So I want you to know what a resistor is. A resistor is something that will regulate or control the amount of electrons that can flow through the pathway, through the circuit. So if you have a light switch that has a dimmer and allows the lights to get brighter and darker, that's because it has a resistor in it, and it will cause more resistance and it will allow less electrons to flow through, or it will have less resistance and it will allow more electrons to flow through. So when we get to this website and you guys get to look through it, that's what a resistor does. So in a light bulb, the reason that light bulbs work is because they have a resistor in them. There's a little, if you look in a light bulb, not an LED light bulb, but an old light bulb, if you look through, there's a little piece of wire that goes across there. That wire is typically tungsten. And as the electrons flow through that resistor, the tungsten is a resistor in there. As those electrons pass through that tungsten wire, that resistor in there, the energy from those electrons is converted to light in a light bulb or heat. And it used to be light bulbs would get really hot. Typically they don't do that anymore because now we have different light bulbs. But light bulbs would get really hot and it would create light. So when you have a resistor, the electrons end up converting into light energy or heat energy. Another thing we did not talk about before was a switch, okay? So I have our circuit here and I have my light bulb and I have a switch. Well, what happens with the switch is the batteries are down here, okay? So with the switch, the electrons are coming up, they're coming through here, okay? This is metal here, it comes here, comes across here, comes back up here, comes across here, this is both metal, so they connect, comes down here, to here, to here, comes down here and goes to the wire, okay? And so it's making a complete circuit right now. But if I take this and I open the switch, it breaks the circuit because now the electrons are trying to flow through here, but they can't get to here to keep the circuit going. So it breaks the circuit. This is the same thing that happens with a light switch on your walls. It doesn't look exactly like this, but it breaks the circuit. That's what happens. So that's what a switch does, is it's just gonna break the circuit and allow you to turn whatever your user or your load is, it's going to allow you to turn it on and off. That's what a switch is. Okay, so here's what we're doing. In the comments on the video, there is a link to this website. So if you click on the link to this website, then you guys can actually play and create your own circuits. So let's see. Here's your wire. This wire would be your pathway. Your battery is your power source, and you've got a light bulb. Okay, there's a resistor, there's a switch. You can keep going down. There's different batteries. There's a fuse. The purpose of a fuse is to break the circuit if too much electricity is going through it. So it'll break the circuit so it doesn't damage anything. Here's another resistor. I think that's just a stronger resistor. And then these are different conductors and insulators. A conductor will allow the electrons to flow through it. An insulator will not. So last time when I showed you the pennies were a conductor. They allowed the electrons to flow through and the circuit kept going. If you put an insulator in, it will stop the flow, okay? Over here, if you look here, it allows you to use electrons or conventional. You keep it on electrons because in a circuit, the electrons flow. So it goes from the negative end of the battery to the positive end of the battery. In the conventional way, it's going to show you positive to negative, but that is not the way that the electrons flow. So keep it on the electron flow. Here, if you want, was it here? Oh, that's the labels. You want the labels because see over here, it tells you what things are. If you click down here, this will show you with all of the normal symbols what the pictures look like. This is going to show you the different symbols for, like, if you were an electrician, it's going to show you how they would draw their symbols. So like a battery looks like this if you're drawing it, but if we have pictures of it, it's going to look like that. So this is just the picture way to look at things. This would be the electrician type, the way that scientists draw the symbols, the electric symbols. So here's my challenge for you. If we were in the lab, I would have you guys building a simple circuit. I would have you build a series circuit. I would have you build a parallel circuit and play and do different things. So you guys could go to this website. It's in the comments down below. Go here, click on it, and you guys can play and make your own circuits. It's not as great as if we were all playing together in the lab, but it's going to work and it's going to allow you to explore electricity. Okay? So have fun, and I will come back next time with something different. Have a great day, guys.